Are you constantly battling bloating, sugar craving, all those hot flushes? Maybe you're like a lot of us and dealing with weight fluctuations, or maybe you've just got to a point in your life that no matter what you seem to do, you just can't lose weight, especially around that annoying stomach area. If so, believe me, you are not alone. And today I'm going to be diving into a natural solution which may just be a game changer for you. Whether you're simply having trouble losing weight, or whether you're navigating hormonal issues such as perimenopause, your body is telling you loud and clear that you're going through changes or that there is something else going on. Something may just not be right. And as a woman, we know often these changes to our bodies are usually not very welcome at all. And that's where the ancient supplement Berberine comes into play. Berberine has been used in Chinese and Indian medicine for centuries, and it seems to have made quite a comeback in recent times, and for good reason. But first, what is Berberine? Well, Berberine is a natural compound that is found in various plants such as golden seal, Oregon grape, and barberry. Berberine works by influencing the body at a molecular level, primarily affecting your cells' ability to metabolize glucose and fats, both of which we know do have a major effect on our body weight. It also means that it can be quite powerful against some of the common symptoms that are experienced by women in both menopause, perimenopause, and some people that are suffering with PCOS. I initially started with Berberine because I had heard that it can actually help with blood pressure, and I was looking for something natural to assist me with my journey in getting those numbers down. But also as a woman who is currently dealing with perimenopause symptoms, I was actually thrilled to find that this supplement actually helped me in so many other ways, and that I had wonderful, obvious results within days of starting on this supplement. So, how can Berberine help you, and what did I discover when I started taking this? Within the first few days, I definitely noticed a big reduction in my appetite, and I also noticed that I had a lot less cravings for sugar or carbs in general. I was finding that I was leaving food on my plate and that I wasn't as hungry, that I was getting full a lot quicker. I think this is a wonderful supplement if you are someone who is looking to control your weight or to lose weight by reducing your food intake, because it definitely seems to help in this department, and I've heard that from a lot of people that have written in the comments. Another amazing benefit is its ability to affect our gut health. We have been hearing a lot about the importance of gut health lately in the media, and gut health is also something very important for women and their hormones. I have always suffered with horrible bouts of bloating. It used to only be around the beginning of my cycle that I noticed I would get that horrible bloating within the first week. Now that I've found that I'm over 50, being premenopausal, I have noticed that my hormones are up and down, and now that I have these horrible, uncomfortable and sometimes painful bloating sessions, which can happen apparently for no reason. It isn't because of my period, it isn't because of something I've eaten. I can just wake up and I feel like I am 6 months pregnant and I am going to explode. Not only is it uncomfortable, but it is highly unattractive. I mean, nobody wants to wake up and not be able to fit in your clothes and just feel blah. But what I did find, as soon as I started taking Berberine, within a matter of days, my bloating reduced amazingly. It was obvious. I found my clothes fitting better. I felt that uncomfortable feeling gone. This is my second round on Berberine because I did start last year and I did get very sick with a virus and had to stop, and I have just started back. I have videos about my journey on my channel if you would like to check them out, and I will be continuously discussing this subject as I continue on round 2. Now, let's have a talk about those horrible hot flushes. And for some of you, night sweats, which I'm very thankful I have not experienced as yet. I'm pleased to say that every time that I'm on Berberine, I seem to stop my hot flushes, or they are barely noticeable. I also used to have terrible issues with my skin just going bright red for no reason. I ended up getting a laser treatment for that, but I will talk about that in another video because the results were amazing. One of the great things about getting rid of those hot flushes is that it is going to help with your sleep. Imagine at night not overheating in your sleep and being woken up by those constant up and down sugar crashes. There are also studies to suggest that berberine does actually have a slight sedative effect on the body, which can also help with sleep. I am a chronic insomniac. I have trouble falling asleep. I have trouble staying asleep. And this has been going on for, I don't know, more than 30 years. So I'm quite an expert at staring at the ceiling and doing that horrible thing when you look at your watch and start calculating how long it is before I get up and how many hours I'm going to get to sleep. But I do find that while I'm taking berberine, I do sleep a little better. Anything better is good for me. And one of the best things about berberine is how it can enhance your weight loss and your body's ability to store fat. This is thanks to its role in regulating insulin and blood sugar levels. It can also increase the calories that your body can burn during exercise due to something called AMPK, which is the way our muscles metabolize fats and glucose when working out. It has been proven in many studies that berberine increases AMPK, which actually helps us burn more calories, hence more weight loss. Whilst this isn't a magic pill for weight loss, I did find that when I started taking berberine, I did lose weight. This did not start until around week 3, and I found that in both week 3 and week 4, I lost half a kilo a week, both weeks. That's about 1.1 pound per week. I did this without changing my diet or my exercise in any way. This was the only thing that changed in my diet. And this was still whilst enjoying a wine and indulging in my Friday night pizza. I can't imagine the results I would get if I actually just tightened up my diet and went into a deficit. But I'm about balance, and at the moment, I'm kind of good and kind of bad most of the time. I do exercise every day, so I will make that clear. I try to do my 10,000 steps a day. I throw in swimming and using the local exercise park. But overall, my diet and exercise did not change. So something happened over those 2 weeks to make me drop a kilo for no reason. It wasn't even that time of the month, so this was actual weight loss. Okay, so how do I personally take berberine? I am using 2 brands of berberine at the moment. The first one that I chose is this one. I actually purchased that from Amazon. The main reason that I actually purchased this was because in the beginning I used to only take berberine once per day. This has a really high concentration of berberine, but I also liked it because it had so many other wonderful natural herbs that can affect weight loss and bloating and liver function and sugar control, such as turmeric, milk thistle, cinnamon. All of these are wonderful, and I thought, why not have them all in one? I also now, in my second round of taking berberine, have decided to up the dose. So I am now also, because this one is quite strong, I have bought double wood. This is 500 milligrams. Now, this is how I take berberine. There's either 2 options. It depends on the day, and it usually depends if it's the weekend or not. I would take my Bivanol, I have no idea how to pronounce it, half an hour before my meal for breakfast, and then my double wood half an hour before lunch. On the weekends, I tend to sleep in a little bit and get up and then just have a coffee. So on my weekends, I tend to take this one at lunchtime and this one before dinner. However, there is another twist on that. If I've decided that I'm drinking alcohol that day, if I'm having a wine, then I will only take berberine in the morning and at lunch. I will not take berberine after lunch because berberine can have a slight effect on you if you mix it with alcohol. I have a video up here about the effects of mixing berberine and alcohol that you are welcome to check out if you're interested. Overall, it is usually recommended to take between about 500 to 1500 milligrams of berberine a day. Most people would do this 500 at breakfast, lunch and dinner, half an hour before meals. However, if you are using berberine in order to control blood sugar, then you can use up to about 2000 milligrams. So you can basically break that up between 500 to 1000 milligrams 2 to 3 times a day. With berberine, it can sometimes give you a bit of a sore stomach, cramping, a little bit of gastro issues in the beginning. Some people have a problem, some people don't. I had no problems whatsoever other than a little bit of mild cramping within the first 2 days. However, everybody's different. So I suggest that you just build up over a few days or a week or two your dose and see how you go. As with everything, listen to your body. Now, if you are thinking about taking berberine, then here are a few tips from someone who's been there and done that. Obviously, with any kind of supplement or any kind of medication, it is always best to consult your healthcare provider or other professional. Also, quality matters. You want to look for high quality, third-party tested supplements. This is in order to avoid impurities and ensure potency, which is another reason why I selected the 2 brands that I did, because my research did show that both of them were third-party tested. I've also heard a lot of good things about the brand Thorn, even though I haven't tried that as yet because it is a little expensive to have shipped to where I live, which is probably the only reason that I haven't used it as yet. Another tip is that berberine can actually make you a little thirsty. A lot of people find that it dehydrates them a little bit, so you should definitely up your water intake when you're taking berberine. You should be drinking water all day, every day as it is. That's another one of my little lectures. As I mentioned, some people have some issues with their stomach when they first start taking berberine. Some people have a little bit of bloating, gastro issues. Some people find constipation or bowel issues. So again, build up slowly. I have had comments from people in my other videos that have mentioned that taking a fiber supplement, something like Metamucil, can actually help alleviate those issues and is also very beneficial, especially if you are someone who wants to reduce your cholesterol. Overall, I would say that I feel very good on berberine. I can see that it is affecting my body in a positive way. I'll be interested to see what happens when I'm able to extend it out a few more months. Hopefully, I won't get sick again, and I will definitely be sharing my journey with you and how things go and anything that I find. So if you are ready to take control of your health with a little bit of help from nature, then berberine may be the boost that you need. If you've had any experience with berberine, please share your experiences in the comments below. I love hearing from you, and it's always wonderful to share stories with the community so other people can see how other people's experiences are. And as I mentioned, I have a few more videos on my experiences with berberine, so check those out on my playlist if you are interested. And just remember, you are not alone on this journey. Our community is here to help you every step of the way. Have a wonderful day and hope to see you soon.